Majorly, there are 5 types of chemical reactions: combination reaction, decomposition reaction, displacement reaction, double displacement reaction, and redox reaction. In this video, we will be discussing about redox reaction. Before considering a redox reaction, we should first understand what is oxidation and what is reduction. Oxidation means addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen. Reduction means removal of oxygen or addition of hydrogen. Apart from these two definitions, we have two more definitions for oxidation and reduction. That is, increase in oxidation number is also called as oxidation. Decrease in oxidation number is also called as reduction. Removal of electrons is oxidation and addition of electrons is reduction. Last two definitions will not be asked for CBSE 10th board exam. Few facts about oxidation and reduction reaction. It is not possible to have just oxidation or reduction reaction. Oxidation and reduction occurs simultaneously in a reaction because it is possible to give electrons only when there is someone to receive it. Giver lost the electrons and undergone oxidation. Refer to this definition. Receiver gained the electrons and undergone reduction. Refer this definition for reduction. So, oxidation and reduction occurs simultaneously in a reaction. So, we can call the reaction as redox reaction, where first 3 letters of the name indicates reduction and last 2 letters of the name indicates oxidation. An example under redox reaction: copper oxide solid when heated up with hydrogen gas, giving copper solid and water gas as products. In this reaction, for copper oxide to become copper, we have to remove oxygen from copper oxide. So, copper oxide should undergo reduction to get converted into copper metal. In the same manner, for hydrogen to become water, we should add oxygen to hydrogen. So, hydrogen should undergo oxidation to get converted into water. In this reaction, copper oxide has undergone reduction and hydrogen has undergone oxidation. Since we have both oxidation and reduction in the same reaction, this is an example for redox reaction. Reduced product of the reaction is copper and oxidized product of the reaction is water. Another example: zinc oxide solid reacting with carbon solid, giving zinc solid plus carbon monoxide gas. In this reaction, for zinc oxide to become zinc, we have to remove oxygen from zinc oxide. So, zinc oxide should undergo reduction to get converted into zinc solid. In the same manner, for carbon to become carbon monoxide, we should add oxygen to carbon. So, carbon should undergo oxidation to get converted into carbon monoxide. Since we have both oxidation and reduction, this is also an example for redox reaction. In this reaction, zinc oxide has undergone reduction, carbon has undergone oxidation. Oxidized product of the reaction is carbon monoxide. Reduced product of the reaction is zinc. Copper solid when heated up with oxygen gas, giving copper oxide solid as the product, is also an example for redox reaction. For copper to become copper oxide, oxygen has to be added. So, copper has undergone oxidation to get converted into copper oxide. In the same manner, in oxygen molecule, we are having 2 oxygen atoms. In the process of getting converted into copper oxide, we have removed 1 oxygen atom from oxygen molecule. So, oxygen is said to undergo reduction to get converted into copper oxide. Again, since we have both oxidation and reduction in this reaction, it is an example for redox reaction. In this reaction, copper has undergone oxidation, oxygen has undergone reduction. Oxidized product of the reaction is copper oxide. Reduced product of the reaction is also copper oxide. Similar example with magnesium metal. When magnesium solid is heated up with oxygen gas, magnesium oxide solid comes out as the product. For magnesium to become magnesium oxide, we have to add oxygen, meaning magnesium should undergo oxidation to get converted into magnesium oxide. In the same manner, for oxygen to become MgO, we have to remove one oxygen atom from oxygen molecule. In this process, oxygen has undergone reduction to get converted into magnesium oxide. In this reaction, magnesium has undergone oxidation, oxygen has undergone reduction, oxidized product of the reaction is magnesium oxide, reduced product of the reaction is also magnesium oxide. Last example under redox reaction. MnO2 is an insoluble salt in water. That is the reason MnO2 is taken in solid form. MnO2 solid, that is manganese dioxide solid, when treated with HCl aqueous, that is hydrogen chloride solution in water, it gives MnCl to aqueous, that is manganese dichloride solution in water, plus water liquid and chlorine gas as products. In this reaction, for MnO2 to get converted into MnCl2, oxygen has to be removed, meaning MnO2 has undergone reduction to get converted into MnCl2. In the same manner, for HCl to get converted into chlorine, we have to remove hydrogen from HCl, meaning HCl has undergone oxidation to get converted into chlorine gas. In this reaction, we have both oxidation and reduction, so this is also a redox reaction. Here, MnO2 has undergone reduction, HCl has undergone oxidation, oxidized product of the reaction is chlorine gas, reduced product of the reaction is manganese dichloride.